And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Go. 180! Here we go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to the 4th down. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st.
Hey, box drop.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 31.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. It's caught. This is White. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
He needs to start heeding their advice. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Set, ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
57. Mike, 57.
I got one. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Bravo. Sit down.
From the gun, Lawrence. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, defense. 58. 58.
58, right over there.
Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On the ground, this is Kamara. A little juke. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. Watch the fly, motion, fly.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Ready.
52,
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, team 6, team 6.
52, right 52.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Ready.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Even, 4 down, even. Check 99, check 99. Check 9, check 9.
61, matchbox lights.
So that'll back him up 5.
Down. 90 Wolf. Go, go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Gone, gone.
Under 10, 10.
Let go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you. I got you. Shift.
Big grip, big grip.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here for Callaway. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 120.
Quit talking about it. Bring it.
Throwing on second down. Wentz is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 280. Same 5-7.
Why? Get wide. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. 58 to Mike. 50.
Go. 5-9. 25. Check 20. Hey. Wahoo. Here.
Wentz going to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Go. 280.
So we got man. Check 3. Check.
Fournette, a first down carry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Solid. Switch.
On second down, here's Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he cuts it out to the defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw is Wentz. Jones has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
No go. Hey,
Now Leonard Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Look, squeeze. Hey, exit. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
50 seconds to Mike.
Rock it.
It's our deal. It's our...
Hey, Sam off.
From the gun, Lawrence. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Watch 57.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert to fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He stopped at the 1-yard line. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
58 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Watch the run. They're running it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Hey, high 7. Ready?
To throw on second down. Lawrence. And he's able to find Wallace. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. No. Check nickel.
This is Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Here we go. Pac-Man.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 19-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, Lawrence. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Past the 20. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55. Watch the screen.
Orbit. Switch on.
55, Mike, 55. Hey,
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, check, check.
Hey!
57's the Mike.
Watch the curl, watch the curls.
57's the Mike.
Go out.
You bet. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Space to maneuver at the 40. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
On the ready.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Switch. Jim, 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 Jim.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
57's the Mike. 50.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Ready. And two stop.
Check, check, check.
Hard. Hard. Snap.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
We go set. 90 Wolf.
Set a tone, fellas.
Hey, Alpha.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see
Shoot.
2nd and 10. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Listen. Sunday. Bunch.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 36.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Push him back. Push him back.
Mike, check.
Forward, Tokyo.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, empty.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, it's Fournette. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Back to throw. Wentz. That's taken in by Callaway. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Out. You draw quarters. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 57. Watch the slant.
57. Mike 5.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Fournette. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sand.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Philadelphia, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.